Many people want to start investing in property, but not really sure how to determine if they're making a good investment decision or not. Now, most people say run the numbers, open up an Excel spreadsheet and make sure you're making an informed decision. But what exactly does that mean? What kind of calculations and formulas can you use to make sure you're doing an informed business decision? And that's what we're going to talk about in today's short tutorial. Let's imagine that you are in the beginning of your property journey. You're now driving through various areas to see which ones are going to be the most effective for your buy and hold strategy, i.e., which area can you invest in where the rent is going to be more than sufficient to cover your bond monthly expenses and you're left over with some positive cash flow. Now, the key indicator that you need to use is known as the gross yield calculation, which simply put is your annual rental divided by the market value of the properties in the area times 100, which will give you a percentage. Now, what does that percentage mean? First of all, you have to align that percentage to the country's lending rate. So imagine that you're applying for a loan from ABSA and you're getting a prime rate of 10%. If your gross yield for an area is between 1 and 14%, that's an indication that it's a bad area for the buy to rent strategy. If your gross yield is 15% or more, that's an indication that you will find some profit from a rental point of view. Now, let's imagine that you found the area and you've started doing some research on the property that you want to invest in, and you find the perfect deal. It's in a nice area, it makes sense, and the gross yield is over 15%. How can you now confidently make a buying decision? And this is where the return on investment calculation comes from. This is where you're actually making a decision. And this is calculated by taking your profit divided by the money you've put in times 100, giving you again a percentage. Now let's do a quick example. Let's say you find a property that is renting out for 10,000 Rand per month. The monthly expenses are 8,000 and your cash flow, i.e. profit, is 2,000 Rand. You've decided to put in 100,000 Rand of your own money into this deal. The rest is financed by the bank. Your return on investment will be the cash flow times 12 divided by the 100,000 you've put in, and will give you a percentage of 24% return. What does that mean? Right? You've got to compare this now to what you're getting at the bank. Let's say that you've decided to save your money into a savings account where you're getting a 6% interest rate versus a 24% opportunity if you were to take that money out of the bank account and put it into the property, meaning that this property deal will help your money work up to 4 times harder putting it into the property deal versus the bank account. So in summary, guys, when making a buying decision or looking at an area, you want to look at your gross yield. It tells you whether an area might cash flow positively. It needs to be aligned with your country's lending rate and should be 5% higher than what you're getting your lending at. The return on investment is where you start to make a buying decision. This is where, if the return makes enough sense for you, you can take the risk of buying a property because the return and the reward you're getting is worth it. Thanks for watching another video with us. I hope you enjoyed yourself. If you're interested in learning more about how you can become financially free through property, here are 2 steps. Firstly, please go and get a copy of my book. You can get it at Exclusive Books, Amazon, or Take-A-Lot. If you're interested in getting more practical with property, perhaps you want to join our online university, or you want to get a one-on-one coaching experience, please go to my website, www.lawrencebull.com, and don't forget to subscribe.